Most people don't quit carrying because the gun's too heavy. They quit because it gets irritating enough that they stop trusting it. Then stop carrying at all. Constant adjusting, shirt tugging, checking if it's printing. Every hour it's there, bothering you. I've stood in a line messing with my waistband while someone behind me kept staring. And right there I knew, this is how people fall off carrying without even admitting it. And the fix isn't go lighter, because some of the lightest pistols I've tried, they carry easy. Then punish you the second you shoot them. Snappy, jumpy, hard to control. And now you don't trust it when it matters. So I took 7 lightweight pistols for 2026 and ran them through real days. Some failed fast. Some waited hours. One almost worked until it created a different problem. And the one at the top, it solves most of it. Just not enough for me to relax. I spent one of those long Texas summer days that starts too early and never really ends. Errands in the morning, long drive across town, heat sitting heavy, in and out of stores, bending, reaching, climbing back into the truck, then a late family thing that dragged on forever. Tight chair, leaning forward, shirt riding up every time I stood. That's usually where carry guns start getting annoying enough that you notice them every 5 minutes. The Glock 43X MOS was already on me. Halfway through the day, I did that automatic check. Hand to waistband. Nothing. No digging when I sat. No pressure building in the truck. By hour 8 or 9, when most guns start wearing you down, this thing still hadn't said a word. Loaded, it sits just under that approximately 20-ounce mark. And it shows where it matters, on your belt. But here's where it got real. Late that night, I stopped by the range. Quick run, nothing fancy, just drawing after a full day of wearing it. And that grip, it paid off. The gun stayed planted, recoil didn't get stupid, and it didn't feel like one of those tiny pistols that punish you for carrying them. But that same grip doesn't just disappear either. In a tight shirt, certain angles, you catch it. And once you notice it, you start thinking about it. It carried easy, shot clean. I'm just not sure that grip doesn't come back to bite you. This spring, I got dragged into one of those family events where just stop by for a minute turns into hauling half the damn setup across a gravel lot. Folding chairs digging into my forearms. Somebody yelling my name. Kids cutting past my legs like I wasn't even there. That's where the Sig P365 was sitting on me. Not at a bench, not clean, just chaos, sweat, bending sideways, climbing in and out of the truck bed. And the weird part? It never became another problem. Didn't drag my belt down, didn't shift, didn't make me think about it once. Most guns start negotiating with you in moments like that. This one stayed quiet. By the time I got home, I was already sold on it. Then I did a few quick draws before putting it away. Nothing serious. Just checking. And it flipped. That small grip didn't feel smart anymore. My support hand landed off. The gun felt lighter than I wanted, less planted. Same thing that made it disappear all day now needed me to be precise when I had the least patience left. That's the P365 trade. It carries like it's doing you a favor. Then it asks for more than you've got left. And the next one goes even smaller. It weirdly doesn't punish you the same way. Steve, you actually carry that? He said it loud enough for everyone at the bench to hear. Little laugh. Couple heads turned. I just looked down at the Ruger LCP Max in my hand. Like, yeah, I know how it looks. Tiny. .38. Oh! Feels like something you're supposed to outgrow. I shrugged it off, but it stuck. Because he wasn't wrong. At least not on paper. That gun doesn't impress anybody. The grip's small, the recoil's snappy for what it is, and if you actually try to run it fast, it lets you know real quick it's not built for that kind of confidence. But here's the part nobody says out loud. The same guys laughing, they've got bigger, serious guns that don't always make it onto their belt. This thing does. I've stood there before, holding something twice the size, way easier to shoot, way easier to trust, and still left it behind because I didn't feel like dealing with it all day. That never happens with the LCP Max, and that's the problem. I don't love shooting it, I don't fully trust it like a bigger gun, but it keeps showing up when the others don't. So, yeah, laugh at it. I did too. Still the one that ends up staying with me. And the next one goes the opposite direction. It tries to give you everything back, and that comes with its own problems. Last month I set the Canik Mete MC9 Prime on the bench. Already half annoyed I brought it. Optics ready, more capacity, longer grip. On paper, it's that fix everything compact. Usually that means you're aware of it all day, whether you want to be or not. So I figured I already knew how this was going to go. Then I ran it. And it didn't line up at all. It shot soft, stayed flat. Grip locked in without me chasing it. Follow-ups felt clean, like I had more gun than I should at that size. No hesitation, no second guessing. That's where it started bothering me, because I'd already had it on for hours before that. Long stretches on my feet, in and out of tight positions, constant movement, and it never built that slow pressure most guns do. No digging, no shifting, nothing stacking up in the background. So now you've got a pistol that carries light enough to stop thinking about, but still shoots like it shouldn't. That doesn't usually happen. And the trade shows up in a different way. You don't fight it, but you stay aware of it. Certain positions, certain moments, it reminds you it's there when you expect it not to. So yeah, it gives you control. Just doesn't fully let you forget it. I'm still not sure that balance holds. And the next one goes smaller again, but doesn't hide what it gives up. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 was sitting in my pocket while rain hammered the roof like something was breaking. I was knee-deep in a flooded garage, dragging soaked boxes out before the water pushed any further in. Shoes slipping, jeans glued to my legs, flashlight jammed under my chin while cardboard kept tearing in my hands. Nothing clean, nothing controlled, just chaos and people yelling over each other. And that little bodyguard, it felt perfect. Not old pocket gun perfect either. Not that stiff, miserable little .380 feeling. This one felt modern, light, and easy enough that I stopped thinking about the usual pocket gun trade-off. No weight, no belt drag, no digging when I bent or twisted. In that kind of mess, it didn't get in the way once. Hours went by, and I never adjusted it, never checked it, never even thought about it. That's where it went wrong, because by the time I got home, I reached into my pocket and pulled it out and just stopped. Lint, grit, damp junk stuck all over it like it had been crawling around in that garage with me. And I didn't even notice, not once. That bothered me more than recoil ever could. The gun didn't fail. It wasn't about shooting. It was the fact I carried it so easily. I stopped treating it like it mattered. That's the Bodyguard 2.0 problem. It makes carry so effortless, you get careless without realizing it. And that's not comfort. That's a blind spot. It didn't fail me. I just don't like how easy it was to forget it could. The guy in front of me kept resetting his grip. Shot, pause, adjust, shot, pause, adjust. You could feel the lines stacking up behind him. Nobody saying anything, but everybody watching. Small gun, snappy, fighting it every round. I stepped in. The Springfield Hellcat OSP was already on me. I'd had it there most of the day too. Not invisible like those little .380s, not soft against the body, but small enough that it never turned into a reason to take it off. No warm-up, no slow build, just up and run it. First trigger press told me everything. It snaps. But it doesn't get away from you. The slide cycles fast, comes right back, and the grip actually holds under speed. I pushed it harder, faster follow-ups, tighter pace, and it didn't fall apart. No chasing the sights, no fixing my hands mid-string, same size class, completely different control. And that matters now, because in 2026, everyone's chasing smaller, lighter carry guns, but half of them turn into a liability the second you actually run them. Easy to carry doesn't mean anything if you can't keep it under control when it counts. This one doesn't have that problem. It's small enough that you actually keep it on you all day, but still gives you capacity and control when things speed up. No thinking, no adjustment phase. It just works. It's not soft. It's not forgiving. It's just reliable in a way most small guns aren't. And the last one feels even more serious, but like it doesn't want to be a compromise at all. All right. If you had to leave with one today, what are you taking? Alan said it straight. No joking, no buildup. And I didn't answer because by that point, I'd already run through all of them in my head. The ones that carried great, but fell apart when you shot them. The ones that shot clean, but got annoying fast. The ones I liked, but kept making excuses for. The HKCC9 was the only one that didn't leave me with something obvious to push back on. It's not the smallest, not the lightest feeling, not the easiest to completely forget about. But it carries light enough that you actually keep it on you. And when you run it, it stays stable, predictable, and doesn't make you second guess it. No adjustment phase, no weird edge you have to work around. It just holds up, and that's the difference. Because in 2026, everybody's chasing lighter carry guns, but most of them still force you to give something up. Control, confidence, capacity. Something always slips. This one doesn't, at least not in any obvious way. That's why I picked it. Not because it's perfect, just because it gave me the fewest reasons to say no. But even then, it's still there. Not heavy, not uncomfortable, just present enough that you don't fully forget it. And once you notice that, it's hard to unnotice it. So, yeah, this is the one I'd take. Closest thing I've found to solving it. Just not enough to let me relax. After all that, it comes down to one thing. Did the gun stay out of your way all day and still feel right the second you had to shoot it? Because most don't. They either disappear on your body and fall apart in your hands, or shoot great and slowly wear you down until you hate carrying them. A couple here held up longer than I expected. One almost nailed the balance, then slipped in a way that still bugs me. And even the top spot, it gets close enough to mess with your head, but not clean enough to ignore. So now I'm asking you, what's the one you actually carried from morning to night without touching it every 5 minutes? And which one looked perfect until you ran it? I'm Steve. Still not convinced this problem's fully solved.